Hi everyone, it's Forsythia with CactiOnWhite and welcome to my channel. Welcome back for my subscribers, and if it's your first time here, I'm glad you found me. Today I'm going to do my top plants for the month of June. I'm a few days late. I had a little business travel this week, so forgive me. I'm just back and getting caught up on my videos. So if you guys are interested in seeing my top plants for the month of June, keep watching. So a lot of plants that gave me joy last month in June are right here in one of my favorite rooms in my home, and I call it the woman cave because I love to spend time in here. This rug is a new update, so I want it to be as jungly as possible. So yeah, I spend a lot of my time here. There's a lot of plants in here. So the first one, let's just go further over, that's given me joy. ANTHURIUM HOOKERI. So yeah, this is a recent acquisition, and I believe I may have gotten it in the month of June. But look at this new leaf that's unfurled and is in the process of hardening off. Isn't it gorgeous? You can see there's a lot of new growth here and also right here. So it is a phenomenal looking plant. I'm really enjoying it. It's really in direct, it's by a window, but it's also getting some artificial lighting, which is really, it's enjoying that. So yeah, so the ANTHURIUM HOOKERI is first on the list. Next up is the ALOCASIA SINUATA. This beauty right here. Look, just look at this, guys. I just can't stop enjoying the beauty of this plant. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, come on. It's like my favorite houseplant right now. Just look at that. The leaves are really, really nice. They have a thick kind of leathery texture. Here's some younger leaves here. You can see they start off a little softer. Well, you can't see, but I can tell you from touching, they're a little softer. And then as the leaf matures, it gets darker and it gets a thicker, tougher texture. But yeah, this is a beauty. I'm just enamored by it. And you'll hear me say that quite a bit. But yeah, so the ALOCASIA SINUATA is also something that, or a plant that I've thoroughly enjoyed in June. New to the collection as well. You know, sometimes the new ones end up on the favorites list, but it will be a favorite every month as long as it continues to thrive. But look how pretty it is. You know, look at it. I posted several pictures of it on my Instagram account. So if you're not following me there, you are missing out on a lot of other great content. So it is CactiOnWhite. So I'll put the name here below so you guys can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure I turn it and rotate it so the leaves are nicely distributed. I have it in a little cute that I've had for probably a year now, IKEA basket. It's navy blue. It'll eventually go in another pot. It's still in the grow pot, but I wanted to conceal that, and I didn't really want to disturb it with a repot right away. So it's doing so well. But there you have it. The next one that's a favorite for the month of June is right next door, and it is this Begonia Lady Vanderwilt. Guys, this is a knockout. It's getting quite tall. It's a cane begonia. Let me turn it here, give you some close-ups of those leaves. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they just phenomenal? I don't have many begonias in my collection. In fact, these are the only two that I have. This guy here that you can see, which I've done videos on, that's under the glass. and then the Begonia Lady Vanderwilt. But it's growing quite tall. I will be thinking about moving it to a larger home soon. So this one too, I need to remember to turn it. It's actually doesn't live here. It lives on a windowsill, which is getting quite tall for. But as you can see how it's growing, I need to make sure I turn it so we get leaves here, and it's not a three-sided plant. But anyway, it is striking. I love it. It has a lot of new growth as well. So I'll come around here so you guys can see. It continues to put out leaves, and the leaves are getting larger and larger. So love it. Look at this one down here. Just awesome looking plant. This is kind of like a silver metallic color, and then they come out a little reddish brown, and then when they harden off you get that OD green is what I like to say. That's a color. I'm ex-military, ex-US Army, and OD green was the color in our uniform, so it kind of resembles this, like an OD green. So there you go. Lady Vanderwilt. Begonia Lady Vanderwilt. Okay, a couple of honorable mentions in the woman cave is my ZZ Zenzi. It's doing really, really well and has new growth. Let me show you guys right there. We can get focused. There's some new growth, which I am so happy about. This is not the fastest growing ZZ, but it's continuing to stay compact, which I love. These don't require high light, so it sits here on my TV console on the edge. But it's been moved around in this room, but no matter where you put it, it does just fine as long as it's getting some light. So ZZ Zenzi is the third one, and I don't have a number per se on my favorites list for June, but I'm just trying to keep track. Eventually I'll probably stop because I'll lose count. But yeah, just wanted to share that one as a favorite. The next favorite on my list is my Bird of Paradise. This is a brand new leaf. It split during the unfurling process, so a little bummed out by that, but that's okay. You know, nothing's perfect in nature, so that's all right. It's also got a new leaf here that's shot out, as you can see. It's doing quite well. This was a $5 plant on the clearance rack at a Walmart that I snagged. This is a fairly new leaf here. It did seemingly scorch right here. It was closer to a grow light, and I think that's what caused it, so I pulled it back away from that particular grow light, and so hoping that, you know, we won't have that problem anymore. But yeah, this was a $5 clearance plant. I need to repot it, so I have it in a basket until I can get around to doing that. But definitely have it as a favorite as it's continuing to produce new leaves for me, as well as my Philodendron Congo Rojo. It's doing quite well with leaf production. There's a new one that's needing just unfurl and hardening off. I have this one. Yeah, it's doing super well too. Need to repot it as well. Got a lot of indoor house plants that need repotting. And this one's been in a nursery can for a while now, so need to repot that. So next on the list is not these, but these guys. I'm just going to do a collective favorite for June. All my African violets. I have 9, I think. This one's new, and this one I think is kind of new. I've had this one. I'm in love with it, and the lighting makes it look weird, but it's because of the lighting. And then my babies here are doing so well. They're shooting out flower buds. It's 3 babies in there, and so now I get to see what colors I picked. They weren't in flower when I got them, so I just took a chance. And so it looks like I got a dark burgundy flower and a pink flower, and that little guy right there has not flowered yet, so we'll see. And then this one. I hate the way the lighting makes it look, but they have water in their little tray, so I'm not gonna pull it out. But that one, and then this guy here, if you can see through the Dieffenbachia. So yeah, all of my begonias are on the June favorites list. So next up on the June favorites is my Euphorbia Knuthi. It's doing super well. It's a Cactus plant, and you guys know if you've watched any of my videos, I have a whole playlist dedicated to my love of Cactus plants. So this is a favorite, but this is the new growth. If you can see here, the light green, and then this guy, this stem branch, whatever you want to call it, just has shot out from the Cactus, as well as this one. So yeah, it's doing super well. So yeah, so my Euphorbia Knuthi is a June spectacular favorite. Doing so well. Love that plant. So next on my June favorites list are really all of my Sansevierias. Sorry for the shaky camera work, but all of my Sansevierias in my kitchen area. So I'll kind of zoom in here. They're all just thriving. These 4 plants were all in different spots in my house. And I did a video a couple of weeks back, a month or two, about these particular plants, but I moved them from different parts of my house to over my front door. So these live, I'll just show you guys. These live over my front door. They're loving the light they're getting here. And they're all thriving and shooting out new growth, as you can see here. So yeah. And then I have some on my kitchen island, which I will show you guys, that are doing well. And yeah, this guy's grown, this one, they've all put out new growth. So very pleased with that. So here's my kitchen island, and I have a few plants on it. On this Lazy Susan, which I love. It's marble, and I love marble. But this guy here has really shot out new growth. So loving that. This Sansevieria here. And then I have some cuttings of a Bantel's Sensation that is doing really well. I want to give it some more time to get before I pop these cuttings up, and I will try not to damage my propagation station as I move around. So here we go. You can see the roots there, but this is the Bantel's Sensation cuttings that are doing super well. So my last favorites for the month of June are actually outdoors. So I will take you guys outside super quickly. It's been raining and it's wet out. So I'll slide on my shoes. And then we'll go out there, and then I will wrap the video up. So, see, it's been raining and that's soaking wet. So I'm outdoors. So this guy, the golden tower, God, I'll put the name down below. I forgot all of a sudden. But yeah, you can see how large it is. I've had it for a number of years, but it is about to flower. Hopefully the rain doesn't mess that up. But yeah, there's the flower bud. If I can get it to focus. And we have another one right here. So yeah, that is definitely a June That is definitely a June favorite. So I'll give you guys a little peek. This guy produced a bunch of flowers in June in seed pods. So I'll show you the other favorites and then we will wrap the video up. So you guys probably think these are your favorites all the time, but they are. And so they made the list for June. My Bawafanies are leafing out. And I absolutely adore these plants. And then my 3 STEPHANIA erectas are leafing out, and 2, and 1 is getting the stem. I see signs of the stem, so I'll get closer so you guys can see those. So here we go. So as you can see, the STEPHANIA erectas, these 2 here, have new leaves. And then this guy, you can see the stem starting. Super excited about that. And that's a baby Bawafani back there, a seedling that's doing quite well. So I had to add them to my favorites list for June and every month. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the video out. Drop a comment down below and let me know which of my top plants for June that you like. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and you have nothing to lose. And it really helps me out. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload new videos. Also, for my US viewers, this is our 4th of July weekend, so I want to wish you and your family a very happy and safe 4th of July. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.